time she can work on it. Unless you have train in it, you have to toilet in it, don't do that. Sake of making money. Money should be the resultant. Don't do any business to make money. This is one advice I'll give. You should do with your passion and also with whatever the opportunity or your profession is concerned, and money will come automatically. And failure, don't worry. Every failure is a stepping stone for success. For me, if there is one problem is not there every day, it's not a good day for me. For your information, when you solve your everyday problem, and when you solve it, what a satisfaction you get. Great satisfaction when you solve the problem. We have many days, every day we have problem, but you solve it. It's easy to solve this problem. So this is my humble request to all of you, and I am also grateful to you for my humble totally that you have been patiently waiting here and enjoying. I hope you are enjoying whatever I taught.
Well, actually nobody has looked at their Blackberries, nobody's on the phone, nobody's moved. So I'm sure everybody is enjoying themselves. Before we move to our final phase of this, let's talk about some of your passions, and we're talking about excitement. You love cars, don't you? From Morris Minor to Phantoms.
Yes.
And how many cars do you have at the moment? Too many to count.
No, I'll tell you, with whatever the car you have, again, it's all from the heart. The Morris Minor what I had in 61 model, still I love the drive in that better than whatever the Phantom or Mercedes you say here.
Yeah.
So that's how it is. Car is the only thing I have weakness, and I think my grandson also is the same weakness, and he is also dreaming the same thing. And I am not for the villas and this. My now present chairman, my board said you should shift to a villa. I said, look, I am very comfortable in this. I don't need villa at all. Not that, sorry, if you are staying in villa, you continue to stay. I mean, I am not commenting on that. For me, it's very good in the same building. That's what my wife also feels comfortable, my children also feel comfortable, and we stay in the same building in the top floor. So that's how we are.
You like jewelry, I can see you have a beautiful ring.
Jewelry, my wife doesn't like jewelry. Let me tell you, I am very lucky in that way. Though I have got 3 daughters, none of them are interested in jewelry. But I, subconsciously, I have got one wife and 3 children, daughters, I need to buy some gold. Wherever I go, I buy some jewelry, whatever, and I also buy one for myself. Watch, jewelry, watch, car. These are my 3 passions.
You also love cricket.
I love cricket.
And you have a cricket team.
We have cricket team. You see why I love cricket? In the village, Hafiz will tell you, we used to have sand there. In that sand we used to play cricket. So when I came here, again sand in Abu Dhabi. So I became the vice president of the Cricket Council, Abu Dhabi. So then Sheikh Zayed, His Highness, peace be upon his soul, and he gave land to us, 1,200 meter by 1,000 meter. So we built a stadium for 20,000 capacity with 100 million dirhams. And it got completed when I was the president of Cricket Council. And we got inaugurated, opened with Musharraf as well as Sharad Pawar came, and we generated money, $10 million, $7.5 million gone to Kashmir earthquake victims, Pakistan side, and $2.5 million gone to Indian Kashmir, that earthquake victims. So complete money gone to the charity. So this is what we have got. Very, very strong that we are not for making money, but we are for charity.
2 other things which I've seen have touched you. One of them is education. You do a lot of communal education and support for that side. Would you like to share your thoughts on that and what inspires you to that?
I have a great opportunity of becoming a chairman of Abu Dhabi Indian School, where I got 8,000 students. It's completely philanthropic. Not even 1 dirham return we get, but it's for the community at a very affordable fee. And recently, 2-3 years back, it's even now ongoing demand for KG, first standard, and up to 12th standard. So, government of Abu Dhabi can initiate they put me in the committee that you should promote this. You need to build some 11,000 students accommodation to accommodate 11,000 students per year. So what I did, I gave offer to Dubai people also, but nobody believed in it. Now, they gave me land of 36,000 square meter in Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed city. I am building one school for 4,000 students. You can't believe. Building is ready will be ready by April first week. Already full. Already full. That means that's the type of demand. So recently we had a seminar for investors. All these people whom I offered first, they came back from Singapore, India, and from Dubai. And they all now taking. Because mine was the case study. They made me to speak in the stadium, stage, to tell how successful it is. And I told them, this is how it is. Come and invest. Because it's not a competition. We want to complement and contribute to the country. Abu Dhabi. This is what I told them. Even Dubai, there's a big demand for school. And also, let me tell you, first time I'm breaking the news here. One of the passion I have in the healthcare, I've been here, doing business right from beginning. Today, as on today, it is so difficult to get doctors from different countries. Be it India, Jordan, wherever it is, it's not possible to get good doctors. So what I thought, in this country, we have got 200 nationalities are living here. So I told Highness, there is a demand like this. And Guzal and Hamilton, they said there is no demand, because no local will study. I said it's not only local, we have got 200 nationalities, they will study. I am also in Manipal board. They give me blank check for a medical seat. So let us start. So I got one college that they didn't like in Abu Dhabi. Now I can proudly tell you, I got letter in my hand that I got Duke University gave me the authority to start a medical college in Abu Dhabi, Dubai, wherever I want to start. So this is very good news for everybody. I've been working on it since 3-4 years, but only day for yesterday I got a letter confirming that I can go ahead. So that's why I'm telling you, and this is my another contribution, passion to get this done. Once it is done, you asked me earlier, what's my next program? Next, nothing. Once this college is done, enough. Then consolidation.
You are a very philanthropic man, you're a very generous man.
And it's not for money again, I'm telling you. Money, let them do it, whoever. But I got Stanford and Duke here. And I have also in mind, get Stanford to Ras Al Khaimah. He's also very good educationist. Highness, I didn't tell him, but I am going to take Stanford there. I already talked to the Stanford University and Duke University. Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Ras Al Khaimah. I have not talked to them. Please don't mistake me tomorrow if he tells anything. I have not talked to him. His daughter is studying in Stanford. I talked to her boss. And she said, okay, Shetty, you can go to her. So that's why I'm telling you. And this is a very good initiative from our side. And I want all of your blessings to see that it happens. If the locals can become doctors, others can also become doctors. And they can remember, who doesn't want to stay in this country? Everybody wants to live in this country. So let us give an opportunity for them to remain here. And we have good manpower. We have got good demand for doctors. They can go to America, anywhere they want to study and come. According to me, this university will bring American students here to study. It's so difficult to go to Duke and Stanford in America. They will come here to study. I hope I'll be successful in this.
I'm sure you will. Let's now go to the future. Let's imagine that today is Dr. Shetty's 95th birthday. And all of us are here celebrating your 95th birthday. And if you close your eyes and you think about that, what would you be saying? I mean, your daughters are here, your grandchildren will be here. What would make you genuinely happy?
I will be happy if I can be remembered that I made little difference in the people's life, whichever the way. Okay, that's one thing. And secondly, I told my children, don't ever think you have father's money. Father's money will not get you. I'll give you my clean name. With that you build up. I got only one son. I made it clear to him. Don't think that our money will be there. But my father gave me his clean name. From there I developed. So I'll give you my clean name, you develop from there. That's how I said. So as long as, see, God has given enough and we receive enough, we get more, but what we share with others, that is what you are. That's what your saving is. So that's what I said. If I make a difference in the people, and that's what my mother soul also is very happy.
If you wrote a book in the next 25, 30 years, what will be the name of your book and what will it cover?
It's a difficult one. I never thought of writing a book. But I remember one book written by Muhammad Abdul Jalil. It's Rags to Riches. You know,
It's the story of your life.
Where I was, where I am. At least I'm happy that, see, one thing I'll tell you. Happiness in what you achieve is within yourself. If you think, I have not enough, I am that billion, there is no end of it. If you see less fortunate than you, and I am better than them, that's the great happiness, that's the richness. That's what I believe in it. And as you said rightly, maybe I'll write a book. To be frank with you, John Wendeman, one lady, Gulf News reporter, she wanted to write a book on me. Not now, maybe 20 years back. So I was busy, coming, going, and she was sitting in front of me in the office. I was talking over the phone and she said, writing book. You know what she said? I said, look, I don't have time. She wrote in Khalistan magazine, Gulf News magazine, RX means prescription. RX for success. My photo in the front page, and I still have the copy, and she wrote a book. And it became so popular. And she wrote everything, and she asked me to go and read. And she came to my house, talked to my children, my wife. She wanted to come to my school to talk to my teachers at the old time. And I took her. She wrote everything and gave me to read, but I didn't have time to do it. And she unfortunately died of cancer. So it's the write-up is still there. Maybe a good writer I can give that. Instead of my writing, maybe somebody else can write my biography.
My second last question. I think we should make a movie on Dr. Shetty, don't you think? It would be a great movie.
Allow me to act in that.
Well, you will be acting as yourself. Who would be the actor who will play a young Dr. Shetty?
She's young enough now.
Yeah, she can, but no, you know, I was just thinking maybe it's going to be Amitabh or is it Shah Rukh Khan? Who would be?
Why?
Why you yourself? Okay.
Let me tell you, Mr. Tariq Bhai. Recently, I don't know whether you read in the paper, Travancore Maharaja, Travancore dynasty. If you want to know, the trillions of dollars worth of jewelry they found in the treasury. So that somebody wanted to make a movie. Travancore Maharaja said, there are 2-3 people they got. One man they wanted. They wanted that Dharmaraja Varma, one of the most philanthropist and art lover, and he wanted one person for that. The present he is still living, the same Rainbow Level is there. He said, if you can ask Shetty to come. I want Dharmaraja should be not acting, should be from the heart. So this is what he complimented. So that's what we did act in that, and the picture was shown here, and very, very nice, complete dynasty was shown. We were not given any direction, only the character of the Maharaja, where we have to say he is philanthropic, the Dharmadarshi, everything, but you should also, when enemies comes, he should be tough. So that's the act we did, and it became not only acted, it became a state award we won. State award we won, history.
So I think what we have to do now is to add another dimension to Dr. Shetty, movie star. So that's another one. My last question before we go into our close is that when you are being remembered, would you like to be remembered as a great businessman or a great...
I like to be remembered as a great human being.
As a great human being. I was going to say a great humanitarian.
Philanthropist and human being. Businessman. Business by the way.
Let's just go to the final thing. That's Dr. Shetty at home, relaxing, chilling. and that's, you've obviously met the family. And this is the last thing. This is from the president, ex-president of India, Dr. Abdul Kalam, and you admire him a lot. And I think he encapsulated a lot of what Dr. Shetty is about. And he said, there is purpose in action, conduct in thought, and substance in creativity. It is the happy combination of these factors that exhorted the young man, armed with nothing more than a degree in clinical pharmacy and a dream, to make these dreams come true. And this is from the ex-president of India. So we will just see the last.
An optimist who relishes the prospects of challenge, it comes as no surprise that he envisions a happy and healthy world, confident in the belief that the long winding road ahead will sport many more milestones, eminently superior to those at present.
That is Dr. Shetty. Let's give him a standing ovation.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now we can just open up for a few questions, because I'm sure there are burning questions that are about to come. Could you give us another 5-10 minutes, sir?
Yeah,
Of your
I
time?
will.
Please.
Just to tell you the last Abdul Kalam, it was the first ever trip of Abdul Kalam, Indian president, to UAE. And he is a scientist. For your information, he's a great scientist. When he requested him to come and inaugurate our factory, he obliged, he instantly said, yes, I'll come. And the bureaucracy, Indian embassy did not allow, because the then ambassador said, he should go through us, not directly Abdul Kalam. Abdul Kalam said, no, I'm coming, Shetty. Before entering Abu Dhabi, he saw a desalination plant, came to Abu Dhabi, or inaugurated the plant. 10 minutes they said, he waited, he saw around, he saw everywhere. So 2.5 hours he invested there. And he was so happy. He said, that's how I got Arkansas University. He told them, give this device, because they give, Arkansas University give naval device for nanotechnology. He had a medical one, then Abdul Kalam sent him to me, Shetty, give to Shetty this device, world will be benefited. This is the word he said, and what exactly he said, then we did it. So this was just for information, his blessing is there with us totally. He's still alive, and he's a great person. During his time, India really shined.
We have a few questions. First question from this one.
Did you get the Gasco contract? What did you do to him?
What I did with him?
Well, yeah.
Let me tell you.
Where is he now?
Yeah, he had, I think, up to 70 years he was with me, and he had heart operation done by us, sent him to Pakistan, and he has gone, and he sent 2 children of his, one biomedical, one pharmacist. Both the children are working with us now. It's a very good question. Very good question. And also, retaining the employees, very important. I have one Palestinian employee, Amin by name, 37 years he is with me. 37 years. And still his wife, his 2 children working with us. So this is, I am very proud of it, because maybe my relatives are brought and they went back. And this man is still with us. He is still with us. Amin by name. I treat them like my children.
The second thing that...
Can we ask somebody else, please? Any other questions?
Yes, please. I'm here.
That's you.
I'm Sanjeev Sharma. That anyone can have your mobile number, personal mobile number, and you reply your calls on mobile, no matter where you are, whichever part of the world you are, you reply back. And if you are unable, when you come back, you call. I would like to know that how do you manage, in spite of having such a busy life, and needless to say such a big person, you reply each and every call comes to your mobile.
This is my
Just come
passion. I give my number, house number and my mobile number. In case the board no reply, call me. So they call me even if I am sleeping. So this is the instruction given by, I requested them to do this and still I am doing the same because it can be a patient who is serious. That's why it can be a disastrous if I don't call him. So that's what I do. And I continue to, any one call, it can be a disastrous if you don't miss it, if you miss it. It can be for business, it can be for patient, life saving. So we should always tell. It can be for my wife.
Yes.
Huh? She just doesn't call me. She calls my driver. That is it.
Thank you.
Please,
So,
sir. Yeah.
my name is Rajiv Nair. So one question which I hope you take it in the right spirit, but it's a difficult one I feel.
No question.